So I've got a Ferrari right up my tailpipe. It's having a good look at me now. A little bit on the grass there. It's closing on me from behind. Oh, little tap there. Oh, look at that. Oh, straight into the barriers. Oh well, we'll have to do that one again, I think. Hi guys, and welcome to some more Assetto Corsa gameplay action on the PlayStation 4. If you are enjoying the content, we'd appreciate if you give us a thumbs up, and if you want to keep up to date on all our latest Assetto Corsa videos for both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, you can hit that subscribe button. So we are here at the Nürburgring Endurance Cup, which is a combination of the new track and the old Nordschleife track. As we come to the first turn, then nice and cautious through here, down to second gear, through this turn, no dramas. So normally you take a left there, a very sharp left on the GP configuration, but this is the Endurance Cup configuration. Never driven this one before, but you know, it does have quite a few differences compared to the GP circuit. So if you haven't yet guessed, we are driving the Ferrari 458 Italia, and the car on my left there, the yellow 458, getting it just a little bit wrong there. So on the brakes, I'm going to go down into second gear through this turn. Where are we? No, we're going to keep it in third, sorry. There we go, down to second eventually. Get a nice drive on the exit. And into another sharp turn here. See the AI car going wide there. It's interesting because some AI cars are a little bit wild, as you can see. It's just give me a little tap there, and a little bit of damage there to the side of my car. So you do get these sort of rogue drivers, if you like, that they sort of stand out from the pack. They're a little bit more wild. You know, they're more prone to. Oh, I get a little bit. Yeah, see the car in front. He actually tapped the brakes there, and I was so close to him. I had to quickly lift off the accelerator and experienced a little bit of lift off oversteer there, but managed to keep it in check just about. But yeah, certain cars do have a tendency to be a little bit more wild. You know, they tend to bump you more often. They tend to run wide and not get turns quite right. As I think I made contact there with the side of the barrier there, so judged that slightly wrong. I'm not sure, I might have got a tap from behind, but I think I actually made contact there with the barrier. So already damage to my car, which is not going to help me. But yeah, it's interesting having the odd sort of AI driver that does sort of stand out from the pack, because often you find in racing games that you know, the AI cars are very much on rails. A little bit of understeer there to a little bit of oversteer in the end. But coming through the section now, you will notice a little bit of frame stuttering there. I'm noticing it more and more. So there is one or two issues. You know, this is of course prior to the day one patch, but we're not sure to what extent the day one patch can address any sort of frame tearing and any frame stuttering issues, but hopefully it will solve the majority of them. As we come up this hill now, so we're just over the 2.5 minute mark. Already got a bit of damage on the car, and we've got a red 458 breathing down my neck behind, closely followed by another one. So look how close he is now in my rear view mirrors. Is he going to make a move? Not quite yet. So I'm very aware of what's behind me. There's no one in front of me, so I don't really need to concern myself with what's in front of me at the moment. It's all about what's behind me and trying to do my best to keep it behind me. So again, he's just closing under the brakes there. This could be bit tricky through here. Oh, he's made contact with me. Massive moment. Managed just about to get it back on the track. We're going to have another tap there from the car to my right. So more and more damage sustained. You can see the damage come up now. As we have a little look on this 458 in front of the white car. Any way through, is he going to shut the door? He does. And a little tap on the brakes there. A little brake check there. Thanks for that. And again, look at that. Really hitting the brakes in front of me there. Wow, did he do that on purpose? Who knows? So where are we? We're down in last place at the moment. We've got sustained some pretty, well, some fairly substantial damage. Coming around here, a bit of a train going on there behind the red Ferrari. We'll try our best to make up some places now, although I'm not feeling too confident with the damage that we have. So coming round here then on the brakes. Pretty tricky turn this, a little bit hot into the corner there, a little bit of a correction there, but just about get away with it. So down into second gear through here. So the 458, fantastic car to drive, really enjoyed this experience. But I didn't quite enjoy getting nudged by the AI cars there, but never mind. So the car does have 570 bhp, so it's an absolute monster. You know, 540 newton meters of torque as well. Incredible power. It's a little bit on the heavy side, I guess. 1,573 kilograms. As once again, I'm pushing hard to try and catch the pack. You know, I believe my car has got some sort of damage because I don't feel it's quite got the performance it had at the start of the race. And I feel like I have to push the car even harder just to try and keep up with the cars in front. You can see them getting away now. So a bit wild through there then. Struggling a little bit with the car now. But we are closing up slightly on the pack in front. So just trying all I can do with this car. So 0 to 62 in 3.3 seconds. So it's pretty beastly. I love the shift lights on the wheel. That really does. You know, it's a fantastic aesthetic effect. And it's useful as well because you don't have to always look at your rev meter. You know, you can use the shift lights. It's nice and easy. It's very much in your peripheral vision, and it just makes things more of a joy to drive. So come around this long sweeping left-hander, just keeps going on, doesn't it? And again, we just continue to sweep left and making a bit of time up now on the cars in front. So we're closing the gap at a fair rate now. We're going to have a little look at this car in front now. So we're doing over 150 miles per hour. Oh, pushing a bit too hard there on the brakes. Can we? Oh, another little slide. We just about get away with it once more. So you know, you can take some liberties with the Ferrari 458 as long as you're pretty quick on the counter steering and just make sure your pedal work is going to keep you on the grey stuff. So on the brakes, can we maintain the place? Yes, we can. So we're coming up to the carousel then. Feeling a little bit more confident now as we have another little look on the car in front. Hit the brakes. Oh, too early there on the brakes. Have a look around the carousel then. Slightly out of shape there. We've got a car right up my tailpipe once more. So up in the fifth gear then. Got the brakes. Fourth gear through here. Oh, a bit of a moment again. But again, catching it nicely. So it is pretty forgiving, this car. It sounds fantastic, doesn't it? Listen to this. So approaching the latter stages of the Nürburgring. Once you pass the carousel, you know you're getting on to sort of 2/3 or around that of the lap completed. Oh, and the car on the outside, having a look. Closing the door. Where's he gone now? There he is, right behind me. Can I hold him off? That's the question with a damaged car. Wonderful sounding car, this. Really was fantastic to drive. Oh, a bit of understeer there. He's going to have a look on the left hand side then. Oh, just about closing the door. Very close. Almost making contact with my rear bumper there. Not for the first time. Tricky turn this on the brakes. Again, you'll notice a little bit of screen tearing and you know, a little frame stutter here and there. So again, it's all about damage limitation now. We don't want to be last at this point. We've got a damaged car. We're trying our best to hold off the last place car as it stands. I don't hold out much hope for catching the two cars in front of me now. And the rest of the pack is a little bit further ahead as I get understeer through there. So really struggling with this car. Oh dear. So, well, that's the end of that, isn't it? So, you know, it doesn't always work out well. You can't win every race. You can't drive, you know, cleanly every race. You're going to come up against situations where you're going to get bumped by the AI cars, a bit of damage, and then, you know, you've got a wounded car for the rest of the race. You just got to try your best to try and get it home, you know, with a higher position as possible. Unfortunately here, I couldn't quite manage it, but we're going to limp home in a very sad and sorry looking car as we make our way onto the long straight. So my aero has been affected, my car's performance too, so we won't be able to do the maximum speed down this straight, that's for sure. 160 then, I'm going to put it up into 7th gear, and well, it hasn't quite been the race I expected it to be, but it ended up being it turned into a bit of a damage video, didn't it, to showcase the damage. So it was still an interesting race. You know, you're going to get these situations, and you know, it was certainly, I still found the race entertaining because you know, my focus initially was to finish as high up as possible, and then once I sustained the damage, it was very much a case of trying to hold off the car. So it's still very much a challenge, still lots of fun. Let's come around this very tight turn here. The car has just stopped behaving itself. So into the barriers once more, and we're going to be hopping home in a very, very beaten up car. But that was it for some Assetto Corsa action on the PlayStation 4. We'll have more videos coming up very soon. Hit the like and subscribe buttons, and thanks for watching.
Well, how do you like it?